If you make a mistake and do not correct it, this is called a mistake. Forget what hurts you, but never forget what it taught you. If you think you have enough knowledge, you are still ignorant. Always be a learner. An opinion should be the result of thought, not a substitute for it. It shocks me how I wish for what is lost and cannot come back. It is the privilege of the gods to want nothing, and of godlike men to want little. Birth is not the beginning. Death is not the end. Everything is created twice, first in the mind and then in reality. The moon does not simply disappear when we are not looking at it. If you're waiting until you feel talented enough to make it, you'll never make it. One mistake does not have to rule a person's entire life. If their forces are substantial, prepare for them. If their forces are strong, avoid them. The man who has forgotten self may be said to have entered heaven. Nothing in the world can take the place of persistence. Aslan, you doubt your value. Don't run from who you are. Hold yourself back, or heal yourself back together. You decide. You need mountains. Long staircases don't make good hikers. Realize deeply that the present moment is all you will ever have. To realize that you do not understand is a virtue. Not to realize that you do not understand is a defect. It's important in life. If you don't give a shit, it can help you a lot. Never stop acquiring the common sense. It is as good as the knowledge. Everything's a risk. Not doing anything is a risk. It's up to you. I had to philosophize. Otherwise, I could not live in this world. The sidelines may be safer, but life is played on the field. Just remain in the center, watching, and then forget that you are there. Life did not intend to make us perfect. Whoever is perfect belongs in a museum. Victory comes from finding opportunities and problems. Everything that is done in this world is done by hope. If you can feel the future, then you are about to experience it. So long as you fight the darkness, you stand in the light. Our lives can't be measured by our final years. Of this, I am sure. It takes writing 1 billion bad words before you get to the good ones. You never know who you're inspiring or uninspiring. People notice more than you think. There is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. Your story is remarkable, even if you don't know it yet. One day, in retrospect, the years of struggle will strike you as the most beautiful. Nothing makes a person happier than having a happy heart. It is hard to fail, but it is worse never to have tried to succeed. We never live. We are always in the expectation of living. Do not fear the thorns in your path, for they draw only corrupt blood. Do it now. Sometimes later becomes never. Hearing voices no one else can hear isn't a good sign, even in the wizarding world. Maybe everyone can live beyond what they're capable of. The cost of being wrong is less than the cost of doing nothing. He who controls others may be powerful, but he who has mastered himself is mightier still. He who pursues fame at the risk of losing himself is not a scholar. Maybe other people will try to limit me, but I don't limit myself. Keep going. It's not as difficult as you feel it is. don't give up. Life is worth living as long as there's a laugh in it. We live only now. Everything else is either past or is unknown. As long as you can use your hands, the world is your oyster. Growth and advancement happen outside the comfort zone. If your actions don't live up to your words, you have nothing to say. If you are untrustworthy, people will not trust you. Everything you do doesn't have to be seen or heard. Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better. The reason why the universe is eternal is that it does not live for itself. It gives life to others as it transforms. The truth doesn't cost anything, but a lie could cost you everything. If those at your top are weak, your bottom will be rotten. Cherish that which is in you, and shut out that which is without, for much knowledge is a curse. Life is 10% what you make it, and 90% how you take it. What is essential in war is victory, not prolonged operations. The best way to cheer yourself is to cheer somebody else up. Have faith. Have faith. When you have nothing else, have faith. The world as we have created it is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking. Truth is what stands the test of experience. The eye sees only what the mind is prepared to comprehend. Truth is neither objectivity nor the balanced view. Truth is a selfless subjectivity. Beware of the small things. A small leak can sink a great ship. We cannot do everything at once, but we can do something at once. Remove the clowns from your life before you become one. When I stopped to take a breath, I noticed I had wings. Bloom as if you want to make the whole world beautiful. Until you have suffered much in your heart, you cannot learn humility. Look for the good in every person and every situation. You'll almost always find it. To be wronged is nothing unless you continue to remember it. Some use drugs to silence the pain. Others use them to feel the pain they silenced. When the position is such that neither side will gain by making the first move, it is called temporizing ground. Kendati batasantara kebebasan, dan ketidak pedulian terkadang saru. Time is heavy sometimes. Imagine how heavy eternity must be. Maybe some things aren't meant to be known. Maybe they're just meant to be accepted. In the end, it will all work out okay. The end isn't final if we're not okay with it. A praise war in terms of the fundamental factors. The first of these factors is moral influence. Never give up. Things that you keep dreaming about will happen one day. He who requires much from himself and little from others will keep himself from being the object of resentment. I'm not afraid of death. I just don't want to be there when it happens. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. Manifest plainness. Embrace simplicity, reduce selfishness, have few desires. We all make choices, but in the end, our choices make us. Failure is the condiment that gives success its flavor. Karma is given, not to those who ask, but to those who ask of nothing. Si no usaba esta vida, entonces la estaba desperdiciando. In order to change the world, You have to get your head together first. Sometimes the grass is greener. Sometimes it is sick. Understanding that rests in what it does not understand is the finest. There is nothing frightening in the dark if you just face it. If something is important, it deserves to be experienced deeply. Human beings must have action, and they will make it if they cannot find it. Savor everything. Cling to nothing. Live now, because living then won't be any better. Not knowing you can't do something is sometimes all it takes to do it.